All right, we're going to go ahead and talk about lesson 11.3, adding positive or adding integers. So we're going to be adding positive and negative numbers. All right, so with adding integers, okay, so now obviously we know how to add. We can add 2 plus 2, that's 4, okay, easy peasy, okay. Now we've got some negative numbers, so we have to adjust our thinking just a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and do negative 2 plus negative 2, okay. And again, with negative numbers, I like to think about it as money, okay? Well, I have a debt of $2. I already owe somebody $2, okay? And now I'm going to add another debt of $2 to that. How much money do I owe now? Okay? Well, that would be negative 4. Okay? And another way to think about this is if they're both negative, okay, then just add the numbers together, and then my answer is negative. Negative 3 plus negative 7, okay? Both negative. Okay, so then I just add the numbers. 3 plus 7 is 10, and my answer is then going to be negative. Okay? So it's the same thing with like positive. If they're both the same sign, just add them. My answer is the same. Okay? So if they're both the same sign, just add them together, and then whatever sign they are is what your answer is. Negative plus a negative, my answer is going to be negative. Positive plus a positive, my answer is going to be positive. Okay? So that's pretty straightforward. So the tricky part is when you've got a negative and then a positive. All right, so say we've got negative 3 plus a positive 7. Okay? Well, again, think about it as money. Okay? I owe somebody $3. Well, I get my allowance of $7, so I pay that person back $3. What do I have left? Okay? So really, what am I doing? I'm subtracting, aren't I? Yeah. So negative 3 plus 7 is going to be a positive 4. Okay, I owe $3. I then went ahead and got $7. What do I have left? Okay, well, I have the $4 left. Okay, so when I've got the two different symbols, I've got a negative and I've got a positive. Okay, what process did I end up doing? I ended up subtracting. Okay, the order doesn't really make a difference. I just find the difference of the two. Okay, now what determined my answer, whether it was a positive or negative? Well, let's look. We've got a 3 and we've got a 7. Which was the larger number? Don't just forget all about the signs. Which was the larger? The 7 was the bigger. Well, is a 7 a positive or a negative? It was a positive. Because my bigger number here is positive, my answer, therefore, has to be positive. Okay? So let's try some more. Let's do 8 plus a negative 9. All right, well, okay, so we've got a positive 8 and a negative 9. Okay, you can think about money. I have $8, but then I went and spent $9. What do I have left? Well, I'm not sure how you could even do that. I'm not sure what store would let you spend 9 if you only have 8. But I have 8. I go and spend 9, or write a check for $9. What would my bank account say? Well, again, I've got two different signs, 8 and 9. Remember, we go ahead and subtract them. 9 minus 8 is 1. Okay? So I know my answer is going to be 1, but the question is it going to be a positive or a negative 1? Well, let's look. Well, I've got the larger of the two numbers. Forget about the signs. Which is the larger of the two numbers? Well, the 9 was the larger of the two, right? So what sign was the 9? It was a negative, so therefore my answer must also be negative. All right, let's just try a couple more before I turn you loose. Okay, so negative 3 plus 8. Okay, so got a negative, got a positive. What do? We subtract. Okay, 8 take away 3, 5. All right, so is it positive or negative 5? Well, 8 is my larger of the two numbers, right? 8, 3. We look at the absolute values. So again, ignore the fact this is a negative 3. Just look at 8 or 3, which is bigger. Okay, 8 is bigger. Is the 8 my positive or negative number? It is my positive number, so therefore my answer is also going to be positive. All right. One more. Okay, negative 14 plus 6. Okay, so again, positive, negative, what do? I subtract them. 14 minus 6 is 8. Okay, is my answer going to be positive or negative? Well, 14 is the larger of the two, right? 14 or 6. Okay, 14 is the larger. Okay, is the 14 positive or negative? It is negative, so therefore my answer has to be negative. All right, so that's it for adding integers. So good luck with your assignment.